Hey, what's up guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. In this video, I'm going to take you guys up to southern Alberta and eastern Idaho. I've got two videos from two different people that both saw some sort of a mysterious object in the daytime sky. Also in this video, from the same general area, I'm going to show you guys what looks like a nearly perfect square in the daytime sky from southern Alberta. But first, over here at the homepage of the website, today's feature photo was sent in by Bernie out of Hawaii. That is one spectacular fiery orange sky at either sunrise or sunset. Checking in on the GOES X-ray flux over here at the Space Weather Prediction Center, you can see a upward trend in the solar activity, and more than likely the solar activity will continue to climb as these larger sunspots are starting to show themselves over here on the eastern limb of the sun. Scott shared a couple of videos from today. He sent in this video from this morning at 6:50 a.m. This is the Earth-facing side of the sun from Shelton, Connecticut. He also sent in a video from around 1 o'clock in the afternoon at 12:50, looking for these big active regions on the eastern side of the sun. And I'm sure as soon as they're visible, Scott will be one of the first to see them as he records the sun every day from Shelton, Connecticut. Here's a few of the sunspots that are facing the Earth right now, but they're slowly turning away from the Earth, and we're waiting on the large ones to again reveal themselves over here on the eastern limb. And more than likely, when they do, we'll probably see a significant increase in solar activity. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano, still showing earthquake activity, persistent earthquake activity along the northern edge of the supervolcano caldera. Checking in on the power outage situation over here at poweroutage.us. Once again, Texas leading the way with 14,769 customers without electricity. I think this is day number 9 in a row with 5-figure customers without electricity in the state of Texas. And coming in a strong second, the Virgin Islands at 13,000, nearly 14,000 customers as well without electricity in the Virgin Islands today. Checking in on the wildfire smoke over here at zoom.earth, you can see it's very strong today. A large plume coming down from Canada into the United States as the wildfires continue up in Canada. More than likely, this is going to be a historic year for wildfires. And look at the very thick plume of wildfire smoke over the central United States. And I think this thick wildfire smoke may have influenced what Kimber and Craig saw last night from New Mexico looking up through the night sky. They saw the Starlink satellite train going above their location. And in the video, as you're going to see, the Starlink appeared to be red, white, and blue. And the only thing that I can come up with is the wildfire smoke was influencing the normally white light that you see whenever you see a Starlink satellite train fly over your location in the nighttime sky. But due to all the thick wildfire smoke, notice the colors on the Starlink, they're really not there. That's because of the particulates in the atmosphere causing the white lights to look red and blue, as you'll see here at the end of the video right there. Look at how red those lights look. I'm pretty sure that's from the very thick plume of wildfire smoke that we see right there coming down from Canada right now as I do this video. And joining the wildfire smoke here soon is a fresh plume of Sahara sand that's left the western coast of the Sahara a few days ago, and it's right on schedule. Usually in June, July, and August, there's a persistent plume of sand particulates that travel across the Atlantic. So here real soon, we could have a combination of Sahara sand particulates mixed in with wildfire smoke from Canada all above North America here in just a few days. I want to take you guys now up to southern Alberta. Video footage submitted by Gory from just a few days ago, and you're going to see a white object in the daytime sky, and he's going to show you that this is the only thing like it. That's what he's doing now. He's panning around the rest of the sky, showing that there's nothing else in the sky that looks like this thing that's situated right over here that remains stationary, doesn't move. I'm going to zoom in on this thing, whatever it may be, and I know from here it looks like a little cloud, right? Well, it's not a cloud. It's got some sort of a vapor trail, a persistent vapor trail coming out of the back side of this thing. That would be the left-hand side. I'm assuming that's the back. I don't know. It's kind of at an angle in the sky, as you'll see here in a minute when we zoom in. Again, this is not a cloud. It remains in the same shape. As you're going to see here in just a moment, there's another white object that appears behind this white thing, whatever it may be. I don't claim to know what it is, but it definitely piqued his curiosity as it didn't look like a typical cloud sitting over there. Looks like something hovering in the sky with a vapor vapor cloud around it, but it doesn't necessarily look like a typical cloud. It's not changing shape. It's not drifting through the sky. It remains in this location for an extended period of time. So what I'm going to do here is fast forward this just a little bit. This object stays in the same place. It doesn't move side to side. It doesn't go up or down. It changes shape just a little bit, like some of the vapor wraps around this thing, and it turns into what looks like a cylinder over here in the sky. Truly bizarre. And as you're going to see here in just a minute, there's a white object that appears out of nowhere and stops right behind this thing, whatever it may be. Here it goes. Watch. You're going to see a white object just come out of nowhere right behind this thing that's starting to look like a cylinder in the daytime sky. Definitely piqued his curiosity to take a very long video. Right there it is. See it? Some sort of an object behind the white cylinder-looking object. And right here, I modified the original video, or at least part of it, and you can see that object right there stop behind what looks like a cylinder now over there in the sky. See it? Looks like a cylinder. Here I zoom in really tight, and you can see a continual vapor trail behind this thing. Really weird object over here. I'm zoomed in super tight right now, as close as I could get. You're going to see a black object here in just a second that's shaped like a square, stop right in front of it. I don't think this was a bird because it only appeared in one frame. I saw birds flying in the field of view, and they were in multiple frames. That was the only time that thing appeared in the field of view, and there it disappeared. It looked like a rectangle in the sky, and we saw a white one behind it just about a minute ago, and then that dark one appeared in the front of it. Notice how it's keeping the same shape. It looks like a cylinder. At times, you can see color coming off this thing. There you can see green and red, a little bit of blue. You can kind of see that vapor trail coming off the back side of this thing, whatever it may be. And there's a black object there. That could have been a bird, but again, it was only in one frame. And we're getting towards the end of the video, and this object is still in the same place. It didn't move the entire time. I don't know how long he watched this thing, but the video was, I think, over 3 minutes long. I condensed it just a little bit, but it's still there, and it still has that vapor trail that's coming off the back side of it, whatever it may have been, going from southern Alberta to eastern Idaho. And this video was sent in by Molly Drake. You can find the original video linked down below in the description box that she shared with me. This camera detected some sort of a white object in the daytime sky not far from the object that you just saw. I mean, probably within a few hundred miles of each other, and here it is. It's not an airplane, because if it were an airplane, you'd easily be able to tell. It would be blinking, and it would be moving a lot faster than what this thing is. This looks like a solid white light moving through the sky, and it's moving pretty slow. I left it at the original speed. There's two segments. There's this segment here, and then the second segment where I zoom in on it really tight, looking for any possible features or anything like that. There it disappeared out of the field of view, and here I zoom in, and it's still the same speed, but you don't see anything different. In fact, the only thing you do see that does look different, it almost looks like at times that it's tumbling through the sky. It doesn't look like an airplane or a helicopter or anything like that. That's a pretty good size light, whatever, again, it may be. Don't claim to know what it is. It's just coincidental that she saw this on a camera up in eastern Idaho, not far from a mysterious white object that was spotted in the sky above southern Alberta. So quite possibly something going on in that part of the world. I want to share with you guys another thing from this part of the world up here in southern Alberta, a sky square. If I called it anything else, it wouldn't be what it is. That's what this photo is showing us out of Medicine Hat, Alberta. Photo sent in by Mike. He shared two photos of this square in the sky. The photos are from June of 2023, just a few days ago. Look at that. Perfect 90-degree angles in the daytime sky clouds. And when you look at this, you ask yourself, how does that happen? I mean, the clouds around it all look natural. They all look like normal daytime clouds. But you have these 90-degree angles that are just totally obvious. That's what compelled him to take these photos that are enhanced right here. I just kind of enhanced them for presentation purposes. That's all. Just looking at the unique 90-degree angles in the daytime sky above Medicine Hat, Alberta from just a few days ago. Photos submitted by Mike, and this is the original. I zoomed in on it, and you can see the perfect square in the daytime sky above Alberta. And here's an example of anti-crepuscular rays sent in by William out of Washington. I had some people comment and say they see these almost every day, and I suppose it depends on what part of the world you live in. I know in some parts of the world, you don't see these every day. And this photo was taken by William from back in 2016. He doesn't see these every day, and he was compelled to take these at sunset. And this is looking to the east as the sun was setting in the west. Great photo by William out of Washington. Thanks for the photos and videos, guys. Keep them coming. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports@mrmbb333.com. If you guys have any videos you'd like to share that are too large to attach to the email, come over here to the homepage of the website that you can always find linked down below in the description box. Look for this red tab that says Have a Large Video. Simply click on the red tab. It's a drop box. Drag and drop your video into the drop box. Please include your first name, date, and location, and I'll take it from there. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.